Today is International Engineer Day, and I have with me the owner of Shedavi, Miss Elizabeth. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Would you ever thought that it was going to be a whole day just celebrating women all over the world who is in the engineering background or STEM background?
Well, I just think that it's lovely that this day does exist because there's not a lot of women in this field. There are more than there were when I first joined some years ago, but it's really not a lot of women in this field, and we do need to be celebrated.
Well, much celebration to you today.
Thank you.
So, while we're celebrating, let's go a little bit in your background.
Okay.
What made you want to even take up your interest in engineering?
Well, I come from a background of construction, engineering, architecture, or architecture, construction, engineering. This is like abbreviated as like ACE. But they're all related fields, and my initial interest was in architecture.
Oh, wow.
And so then I studied architecture initially for my first year at FAMU.
Okay.
And I actually studied architecture too in high school. Little known fact, I am a little bit of an artist. So that's where I got my interest into architecture. And then once I was in the architecture program, I decided I'm going to switch my major to construction engineering technology, and I did that, and that was my career.
Wow. Okay. That was just an interesting background. There's like so many different avenues that you can go in within the STEM program, and that is just really amazing. But you are the owner of a world-renowned hair beauty brand. Mm-hmm. How did you tap into that?
Okay, that's a good question. So God just bless you with different talents, right? As we've all been blessed with different talents. So one of my blessings is my creativity and my artistic background, as well as I do have an analytical side also.
Okay.
So in elementary school, when I was a kid, like I would do my mom's hair. I learned how to braid on her hair, and then my sister's hair, and I've just always been good at hair. So that's just another one of those skills that I did have. So then I went into actually learning how to grow hair, and that was like one of my pastimes while I was managing construction projects. And so when I would do that, that was just like an outlet for me, because construction was so much more analytical and time bound and schedule driven, that I wanted a more creative side. And so that's something that I would do. I would do my friends' hair, like sew-ins, press, all those different things.
Okay.
And so that's how I got into the more hair care.
So you actually curated your brand all the way from every ingredient. Does that play a role in the engineering background and just kind of putting the piece together? How did you come up with the perfect product? How did you know that this was the perfect oil or the perfect shampoo? How did you curate this line? Because this line, everybody wants Shedavi. Everybody wants it. So how did you put these ingredients together that are changing so many lives?
That's another great question. So, yes, I would have to say that my engineering and architecture and construction project management background played a big role in launching Shedavi. So as far as the way I put things together, I thought of it as building a building. So
okay.
You start off with pre-planning, right? Okay, so pre-construction. So I started off with different ingredients, and hair care was incorporated. That was the foundation of building Shedavi.
Okay.
And then I built upon that with looking at ingredients and really curating those ingredients, seeing how they work together, doing all the research there. And then, of course, the testing. I put everything together in a bottle, tested. When I first made the vitamins and the oil, those are the first two products that we launched with.
Yeah.
Yes, and I actually made those downstairs in my kitchen.
Wow.
Myself, and I tested them. I was like, oh, my hair is growing. My
Right.
hair is growing faster than normal. And so I was like, okay, well, now I have the perfect products.
Okay. And then from there, you expanded on the line from the oils to the vitamins. Now you have the shampoo, there's the mask. Everybody is just wanting these items. I personally tried them myself, and my hair is I got these locks like a month ago, and my hair has grown. I use the oil almost like every other day, but it has grown crazy. I didn't even think it was gonna grow this way. So definitely I am a testimony to this, and I'm not just saying this so that you can buy, even though you need to buy. I'm telling you because I have grown my hair. So as we are, in this world right now, this day and age, everything is being AI, all this STEM, architect, things like that. Where do you think that hair care will be within the next 5 years?
Okay, so I think there will continue to be people really, really wanting natural. Yes, AI is great. Yes, science is great. But we really want ingredients that are natural with their proven benefits.
Right.
Okay, so that's where the science comes in, right? And the technology comes in. So yes, we can engineer this, we can mix it up, but pull those ingredients together and have them work together in synergy and give us some results. Give us some beautiful hair.
Right.
The growth, regrowing spots of your hair, and then also looking good. That's what we want.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, there are so many newer programs that are offered today for STEM. What advice would you give to a young student who is looking to get into the hair care business?
For someone who's looking to get into the hair care business, I would say that just make sure that it's your passion, something that you're passionate about. The work that we put in, you definitely want to have some intrinsic value, and that's something that I really do have with Shedavi and that I enjoy, and I wish that for everyone.
Well, we want to thank Miss Elizabeth for stopping by and just chatting in and just celebrating her today for International Engineer Day, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye, everyone, and congrats to all the engineers. Happy Women in Engineers Day.
Bye.